Hi there, my name is Richard McMunn from the interview training website passmyinterview.com, and in this tutorial I will give you my top 10 funny, strange and weird interview questions and top scoring answers. Now these questions are designed to catch you out. So if you have a job interview coming up, make sure you stay tuned because I will tell you exactly how to pass it. Now, to achieve that goal, this is what I will cover. I am going to give you my top 10 funny, weird and strange interview questions. These questions are coming up more and more during all types of job interviews. I will give you some really important tips on how to answer these difficult interview questions, including what the hiring manager wants to hear from your answer. I will then give you top scoring answers, scripted answers, to help you pass your job interview, and then I will tell you how you can access further resources, including these slides and the answers, to help you succeed. Now, the following interview questions are designed to put you under pressure, and the majority of candidates will not know how to answer them. So this is your opportunity to stand out during your interview. So make sure you watch all 10 questions and answers. Here is the first funny, strange and weird interview question that you should prepare for. Question 1. If you walked out of this interview and won $3 million on a lottery scratch card, what would you do? Now, this question is assessing your motivations in life and whether you see work as more than just a paycheck. Now, of course, most people would say they would give up work immediately, but would that make them happy, and for how long would the money last? Now, put yourself in the shoes of the interviewer. What do they want to hear from your answer? Here's my example answer to help you pass your interview. This is exactly what I would say during my interview. If you walked out of this office and won $3 million on a lottery scratch card, what would you do? I would carry on as normal and still work. I would buy my dream home and a nice car, of course, and I would help my closest friends and family, but I would still want to work because it would keep me grounded, and when I was at work, I wouldn't be spending the money. Now, I would even do some good with some of the money and donate to my favourite local charities. Now, I appreciate it may sound strange for me to say this, but I know the benefits of going to work from a mental health and esteem perspective, so I certainly would not want to give it up just because I won the lottery. Now, I recommend you do not say, well, I would not work. I would turn down the job offer because you will not get hired. So how would you answer this funny, strange and weird interview question? And would $3 million last you the rest of your life? Tell me in the comments section below. How would you answer that question? Here is my second funny, strange and weird interview question. What kind of animal would you be and why? Now, this is a strange interview question, but it is being asked for a specific reason. Each animal signifies a character trait. A lion, for example, is strong and powerful, but it can be overpowering. A lion is often a good choice for leadership and management positions. A snake, on the other hand, might be seen as dishonest and devious, so I recommend avoiding this one unless you can give a valid reason for choosing it. Here's another great answer to help you. This is exactly how I would respond to the question, what kind of animal would you be and why? Here we go. I would choose a bee. Bees are very hard workers and they are loyal to other bees. I have the same traits as a bee. I am a hard worker and I will be a loyal and committed employee. Now, whilst I am generally a gentle soul who steers clear of confrontation, if I am provoked or attacked, I will stand up for myself. That is a brilliant answer to that question. What kind of animal would you be and why? But which animal would you choose? Please tell me in the comments section below the video. I would be very interested. And tell me the reason why you have chosen your particular animal. Question number 3 of our strange, funny and weird interview questions is, what's the colour of money? Now, this question comes up a lot during interviews, and the vast majority of interview candidates will say the colour of money is green, simply because that's what we have been programmed to think. However, if you apply logic to this question, green is not the right answer to give. Think carefully about how you would answer this funny and strange interview question. Here's a great example answer to help you. What's the colour of money? The colour of money very much depends on the country you are in and the banknote you have in your hands. For example, an English £5 note is blue, an American dollar is green, and the €10 note is red. So that shows that you can apply logic to the interview question. Question number 4. How lucky are you and why? Now, this strange and funny interview question is assessing your attitude towards life. Are you a victim who everything seems to go wrong for, or are you someone who creates their own opportunities in life? Now, if you are the latter, you are far more likely to be a productive employee who goes after things instead of waiting for them to come to you. Here's my example answer to help you. This is how I would respond to question 4, how lucky are you and why? Here we go. I would say I am very lucky. Not only do I have my health and good friends and a supportive family around me, but my mindset is one of a person who believes that you create your own luck in life. I am a positive person and I try to make things happen. For example, whenever opportunities come about, I will always say yes. Whenever there is the chance to learn a new skill, I will do it with passion and enthusiasm. I am naturally a hard worker, and the harder I do work, the luckier I get. That's how I would answer that question. Funny, strange and weird interview question number 5. How many street lights are there in the United Kingdom? Wow, this is a challenging question. Now, this is a very strange question to ask in an interview. However, it is common during job roles where a level of technical or logical thinking skills are needed. Now, most people, when asked this interview question, will freeze. And they will say, I don't know the answer to this question. But all the interviewer wants to see is that you apply some logic to your thinking and your answer. So here's a simple yet highly effective way of answering it. Question 5. How many streetlights are there in the United Kingdom? There are approximately 66 million people living in the United Kingdom. Now, I will assume that there are on average 3 people living in each house, which means there are approximately 22 million houses in the UK. Now, whilst walking around the local streets in my area, I often see there is 1 street light for every 4 houses. So therefore, I would say there are approximately 5.5 million street lights in the UK. Now, I am aware that there are approximately 66 million people living in the UK, so you would need that as a base figure. Whichever country you are in, find out how many people there are living within the country before you go to your interview, and you will be able to answer a similar question to that one. Question 6 of our funny and strange interview questions. Describe the colour red to someone who is blind. Now, this is a common, challenging interview question that is assessing your communication and problem-solving capabilities. It is not an easy one to answer. However, try to use feelings or sensations as a reference point when answering the question. Here's my example answer to help you. Question 6. Describe the colour red to someone who is blind. I would use feelings and sensations to describe colour to someone blind. So I would explain that the colour red is the same as their cheeks if ever they felt embarrassed or if they were angry. I would also say that red is the colour of the skin if they spend too much time in the sun. That's how I would approach that funny interview question. Question number 7, why are manhole covers round? Now, this funny interview question, although it appears to be strange, is assessing your levels of intellect. Now, some people will know immediately why manhole covers are round, but others won't. But if you apply some logic to this strange interview question, you will succeed in showing the interviewer you are someone who can think on their feet. So here's the best answer to help you. Question 7, why are manhole covers round? Manhole covers are round for safety reasons. A circular manhole cover is one of the only shapes that will not fall down the hole if it becomes loose or dislodged. However, if manhole covers were square, for example, they could fall down the hole diagonally. So you are applying simple logic to the question. Number 8, you have a choice between 2 superpowers, one being invisible and the other being able to fly. Which would you choose and why? Now, this funny, strange and weird interview question should be answered based on the position you are applying for. So for example, if you are applying for a management or leadership position, make sure you choose flying, because leaders should be visible and dynamic. Therefore, to choose invisible as your superpower might not be what the hiring manager wants to hear. Now, here's my example answer based on a non-managerial role. You have a choice between two superpowers, one being invisible and the other being able to fly. Which would you choose and why? I would choose invisible because I could get so much work done without interference. Being invisible would also enable me to check out our closest competitors so we could gain a commercial advantage and be the number one business in the industry. That's a smart way to answer that funny interview question. Question 9, are you a hunter or a gatherer? Now again, by applying some logic based on the position we are applying for, we can give the interviewer the answer they would expect. So for example, if you are applying for a customer service position, I recommend saying you are a gatherer because you are building good relationships with your customers and encouraging them to come back to the business time and time again in the future. Whereas if you are applying to become a salesperson, a hunter may be more appropriate because you are constantly on the lookout for new leads and clients. So think about the role you are applying for when answering this question. Here we go. Are you a hunter or a gatherer? I would say I am a combination of both. However, my more dominant trait is to be a hunter. At work, I like to find ways to get more sales coming into the organisation, and I enjoy the challenge of creating innovative methods to promote and market the business. I'm definitely a go-getter who doesn't like to sit still. But I also have gatherer traits because I like to spend time looking after customers. I believe it is important to build long-term relationships with customers and clients, as this also brings in additional revenue. That's another smart way to answer that funny, strange and weird interview question. Are you a hunter or a gatherer? Now this next one comes up a lot, and I would be interested to see how you would answer this question. You must spend the next 12 months on a desert island. All your food and water are supplied. Now you are permitted to take 2 items with you. Which 2 items would you choose and why? This is a tough question, but this question assesses your survival skills and whether you would choose to take luxuries with you, books and music for example, or something different. Don't say lip gloss, by the way. Here's my example answer to help you. Question 10. You must spend the next 12 months on a desert island. All of your food and water are supplied. You are permitted to take 2 items with you. Which 2 items would you choose and why? I would take a lighter, so I could light a fire each night to keep warm. And I would take my laptop with a solar-powered charger. Now the laptop would allow me to keep in touch with everyone back home, which would be good for my mental health. And I would also get to keep hold of my job because I could work remotely. That's another smart answer to that funny interview question. So tell me, which 2 items would you take with you on a desert island if you had to be there for 12 months? Let me know in the comments section below. Now, if you would like a copy of these slides and my top 30 interview questions and answers in a PDF guide, click that link right now in the top right-hand corner of the video. Head over to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can download these slides and my top 30 interview questions and brilliant answers in a PDF guide. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible from around the world to pass their interviews. I can only achieve that goal if you are subscribed. You do not want to miss any of the content I am uploading. It's making a massive difference to people's lives, which is great news. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. That motivates me to create more content. If you like it, I will do more for you and answer any questions you have. And don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. If you have a LinkedIn account, click the link in the description below the video and you can connect with me right there on LinkedIn. It's always good to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Finally, thank you very much for watching and I wish you all the best for passing your job interview. Have a brilliant day.